The Spirit, the reflection of God, exists in our heart. When the Kundalini rises, she touches this point, which is the seat of our spirit. And when she touches that, the spirit begins emitting cool vibrations from the heart. The spirit is enjoying itself all the time. It doesn't seek outside enjoyment. It is the one that knows our feelings. It knows us, but we don't know it. When we focus our attention on the spirit, we begin to sense its presence and the enjoyment it brings. This means you can feel the spirit flowing through your central nervous system, which is the energy of God's love. God's love cannot be bought or sold. There is no price you can pay for it, and it cannot be understood in materialistic terms. It is all-encompassing and dynamic, beyond any organization or effort to control. It is the grace of God that works out. Often, people speak of love, but may not truly understand it. They say they believe in love, but when faced with challenges, their belief may waver. True love does not require belief. It simply is. You wouldn't need to assert that you are love if you truly embody it. Love works, knows, understands, and coordinates. The love we often discuss is of a lower level, not the universal state of the spirit. When you experience divine love, you become one with everything. You start to perceive others as part of yourself, just as you feel your own hand. This is an actualization, not just a verbal claim. Divine love is transformative. It corrects, punishes, and destroys when necessary. It nurtures the seed into a tree, and in doing so, also destroys part of the tree. This love, which may seem incomprehensible to the tree, is the living love of God.
When Christ said you are to be born again, it is not some mental projection. That you certify yourself, I am born again, or I am born again in spirit, and you do not feel the Holy Ghost. Some people who take to such ideas may try to lead a life which is very honorable, noble. But that is just a mental projection. The religion is not born within you, is not awakened within you, is not enlightened within you. It has to be in your conscious mind, means on your central nervous you must feel the religion. It has to flow from your hands, the energy of yourself, of your spirit, after your second birth. Muhammad Sahib has said, at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. The other day I went for a radio interview, and the lady felt it and she was amazed. She said, what's happening? How am I feeling this, and what is it I'm feeling? And when she felt this, she was so amazed because she had never felt this before. Now, this is the love of God. This is the all-pervading power of God. This is the one that does all the great living works of this universe. But you have to feel it. If you don't feel it, that means something is still wrong in the central nervous system. Because it can be felt by thousands. So one has to correct that. And once it is corrected, you feel your spirit flowing through your being. Now for the first time, also that now you can give back to nature, to the Mother Earth, which is the womb of this universe. We have taken it for granted because the Mother Earth, we are exhausting her morning till evening. And we do not know what harm we are doing to her and to ourselves. But when you feel this cool breeze in your hand, and when you go, say, near a tree, the tree sucks that. If it is a sick tree, it becomes perfectly all right. If it is not giving you fruits, it starts giving fruits. If you give this energy to some human being, you don't get any troubles. But that person gets his self-realization. You know how he gets it. You know where the Kundalini is obstructed, where the force is obstructed. You know how to cure it. And you give him his self-realization by which he receives his complete peace and tranquility.
I want to tell you a little story about an encounter with Shri Mataji. When I was in Sahaja Yoga for 2 years, Shri Mataji came to Germany and we had the chance to attend the programs that she gave. I am a potter and I had made a vase for her as a gift. And the vase was decorated with different glazes and covered with a golden rim, and some parts of it were covered with gold. So we attended the program, and after the program I felt, it is a bit sad that you cannot just go see Shri Mataji and have a conversation with her. And I had the desire to bump into her in the street and say, "Hey Shri Mataji, how are you doing?" And then have a regular conversation without all the knowledge, who she is and what she does, and without having to follow certain protocols to meet her and so on. So the next day, the next program was planned to be in Hamburg, and all the people of Hamburg were invited to go see her, and my wife and me were supposed to move to Hamburg, so we included ourselves in that group, and we were waiting outside her bedroom, and I had brought the vase. So while we were waiting, all of a sudden my heart started beating like really strong. It went like and I was probably pretty nervous to go see her. So after some time we were invited into her bedroom where she was sitting, and I presented her the vase, and she took it, and then she said, "Oh, you have made a crack glaze. That is very difficult to make." And then she started to chat to me like a regular conversation about glazes. And then she told me, "Oh, I have bought pottery from Turkey, and the next time you come to my house in Italy, you can come and see the pottery." And so I had like a regular chat with her, just I had desired the day before. But all the while she was talking to me, she held the vase with one hand, and with the other hand she just went along the shape of the vase and stroked it. And I felt that she does that to me. Like I felt like her hand was moving over me, soothing my being and caressing me in a way a mother would caress her child. And I was really, really happy that this desire came true. But on the other hand, the way she said, "It's okay now, you can relax," that was the message that she gave me when I gave her the vase.
Thank you for watching our video. Sri Mataji's words are the true source of our knowledge. We hope they have been communicated in the right context for our series on advanced Sahaja Yoga themes. Please subscribe so you can join us next time when we present a new topic. Jai Shri Mataji.